So, hello guys and ladies out there. For the ones who don't know me, my name is Jaswin, and for the ones who know me, my name is still Jaswin only. The people who know me might be thinking that what kind of a strange video is he making? They never expected this kind of a video from me. But dude, trust me, I was planning to do this kind of a video since a very long time where I can literally help the people around me. Because during the lockdown and all these things, the person inside me was lashing out at me like, go Jaswin, just go and spread your knowledge around to the world, help the people some or the other way possible. And finally I'm here to make this video where I can help you guys some or the other way. Okay, I hope this video helps you. Before that, I would like to tell about myself for the ones who don't know me. I am an engineering computer science student. Other than that, I like being called myself an audio engineer or a singer or a musician. You may know about me more if you visit my Instagram profile. The links will be there on the description, and you may visit the LinkedIn profile as well, because you may have some corporate talks. Please don't talk about coding and all. Okay, that's why I'm making this video. The second reason, yes, I have two reasons to justify my point. The second reason is that what's the second? Okay, the second reason is that there are lots and lots of misconceptions around the people. Why I'm saying the misconceptions? People think that owning a studio or making a studio requires lakhs of money. That means a lot of money. Maybe you have to sell a car in order to own a studio. Why I'm saying this? A lots of singers are there, a lots of audio engineers are there, a lots of aspiring music producers are there growing up thinking that they have to spend a lot of money in order to own a setup. So they are waiting. Trust me, it's not that heavy now. Maybe if you would have said like this if you are in the 20th century, but that's not the case right now. We are in the third decade of the 21st century. So please understand the fact now. We have this guy here. This guy had made everything literally possible and easy. Yes. Okay. Why? Like, think about the situation. In 20th century, like, the people used to travel like thousands of kilometers to travel around and do some kind of a small recording, and they spend thousands of rupees. Maybe they are spending much more than that, but that's not the case right now. The reason for that is that they had to use some hardware machines in order to process the recordings and all. Other than that, the cost included the electricity charges, whatever cost they had, the miscellaneous charges, all these things. But that's not the case right now. We are having a computer and it is possible to do almost like every task in that. So if you own a laptop or a computer, trust me, you are good with that and you can start from there on. Let's talk about the things that you might need. Before that, just a small description about the computer that you should be having. I would personally recommend you having at least an i5. If you're having some i3 laptop, you're good to go. Maybe I'm expecting you to be somewhere like working with 5 or 6 tracks. That's when i3 might not be an issue for you. But if you feel like you want to become known for the lot of stuff inside the software that you're gonna use, I would recommend using at least an i5 processor with 8GB of RAM. RAM is a huge factor when you are doing all these stuff and all. At least 8GB of RAM and an i5 processor is good to go. Anything above that is gonna would be based on the requirements you have. So I would personally recommend at least an i5 and an 8GB RAM. Anything more than that is really good. i7 is really designed for the things that when you're multitasking, you all know the multi-threading system and all. You may work with the 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 tracks maybe. That's how the i7 really is good at. It is capable of performing the high CPU task really easily because it has loads of cores and all. So I'm expecting you to have a computer at least, because if you're not having a computer, how can you even think about having these equipments and all? Okay, I'm talking about the people who are at least having a computer or a laptop. From there onwards, you can start building the equipments that you have. So the first thing that you would be aiming for yourselves to be having would be an audio interface. What is an audio interface? Audio interface is a device that converts the analog signal to the digital signal. This is technical, I will say. We all speak in words, that is the analog signal, and computer understands the language, the binary language, that is 101000, all these language things. So it stays in the between and it converts our signal into the signal that the computer understands. That's what is called sound card. So literally it works as a sound card. That's what I meant to say. But other than that, I will show you mine. So This is the audio interface I own. This is Behringer UM1. This is the very basic UM2, sorry. This is the very basic model for the audio interface. Why I'm saying at least go for this. This costed me somewhere around like 3,500 or 3,600 Indian rupees. And I bought it like 2 years ago. Trust me, it's really good. And at least go with this. Because why I'm saying this? Because there are some cheaper options available in the market. But if you go with this one, there is a feature called Phantom Power. Phantom power is something that gives a constant 48 voltage power to the microphone that you use, and this is really required when you are recording something. If you're not recording, maybe you can go with the other interfaces possible, but this is the minimum requirement that I would recommend. Okay, I've been using this for the last 2 years and it has helped me a lot. I'm really happy with the purchase I had. It was a great investment to have something like this. And if you have enough of money, maybe go above this, the Scarlett 2i2 Solo. Maybe I might be giving all the links in the description as well. That is a much better model when it comes to audio interface. Definitely you have to pay for more for that, but if you have the money, trust me, that's really the bang for the buck, and you will be really happy with the purchase that you are doing. Audio interface is a very important thing for your studio. Okay, so the second most important thing that you would need, maybe you are a singer, so you have to record a voice, so the most important thing for those guys is a mic. So this guy is the one for me, which I use for myself. This is like Levitt LCT 240 Pro, and this mic actually costed me somewhere around like 9,500, I guess. Okay, so 9,500 was really worth it, and I'm really happy with the buy I had. There are two kinds of mics, first of all, dynamic and condenser. But if you are using it for a stage purpose, I would recommend you having a dynamic microphone, because they are known for capturing less details and more like some kind of a vibe thing and all. But that's not the case with the condenser mics. Condenser mics really capture all the details really very clearly. And it's really important for you, because as long as the recording is good, the production and everything will become easier, and at the end the output will be really good. I would suggest that you should go with a model called Samson C01 or C1. I'll give the link in the description box. Why I'm saying that, at least that costs somewhere around 5,000. At least spend 5,000 on a mic. Why I'm saying 5,000 on that mic? Because when I was in college, I went to a studio nearby, and the studio guy had this mic called Samson C01, and I recorded myself in that mic, and I felt that it's really sounding way much better than what I expected. It's sounding somewhere like 20,000 or 30,000 rupee mic. Then I asked him what that mic is all. He told me that it's just 5,000. The range is just 5,000. And then I understood that there is something even more important than having a mic. That is an isolated room. So what I mean by isolated room is that you should be recording your stuff in a room which is really not a very free room. It should be some filled with things, or maybe it should have some kind of coatings or some kind of blanket, something, at least that kind of a covering, because the room walls have the tendency to reverberate the voice that you are giving. So what the condenser mic will do is that it will capture all the noises coming from all directions. That's why it might be some kind of a problem towards the post-production. So that's why it's good to have that kind of an environment. Don't get me wrong, you can go with the dynamic, because dynamic is really good for the recording purposes as well. So this is all about the mic. Okay, another thing I would try to recommend is that if you have some amount of money, if you can spend more than 5,000, I would really suggest go for 80, that is Audio-Technica 2020. That is a really good mic, and it is the mics are really good for the price that they are. Actually they have their own pros and cons, so you will be happy with the ones that you already have. At least spend 5,000 on a mic and buy that Samsung, at least that, and anything above that is really good. It is based on the budget you have, and if you really have enough of money, go for the Rode NT1A. That is really good for the price it is, and you would be really happy with the expense you are doing it for. It's better to record in a phone rather than buying a mic under 5,000. Trust me. There's another brand called Mayono AU104, something like that. One of my friends own it, but I never tested it, so I cannot recommend it to anyone. I know it's a cheaper option, but I would personally don't recommend anything below the Samsung mic. At least go for the Samsung mic. You would be happy for the price you are paying. Third thing, that is important. When you're like being an audio engineer, it's really important for you to understand the frequency level, or maybe hear what you're doing. Okay, you might have understood I'm talking about the monitoring headphones. What monitoring headphones are? Monitoring headphones are specifically designed for accuracy. They are not designed to sound good, trust me. Don't get me wrong, they are not the commercial headphones you have like these ones. This is a commercial headphone which I own. Okay, so commercial headphones always have some kind of frequency deviations at the higher ranges or maybe the lower ranges, and they are not specifically designed to give you the accurate results. They have been designed to give you pleasant results. They are designed to sound good. Monitoring, they are designed to sound really accurate, the way they have been programmed. That's what the monitoring is all about. It is mainly for the purpose of understanding the errors within the song, or maybe that recording, if there is some kind of an error in this frequency, so that you may re-record or maybe edit that part some or the other way. That's why we use monitoring headphones. And I personally use the headphones. This is Samsung Rs.15000. I would highly recommend this, because I've been using it for the last 2 years. It costed me somewhere around 2,900 or 3,000, something like that. And maybe due to this COVID and all, maybe a little bit hike might be there, but I extremely recommend, if you have that much money, to go for this. This is Samsung Rs.15000, and this is really good for the price. Okay, the links will be there in the description box. Generally, the monitoring headphones are not cheaper. You have to spend a lot of money, somewhere like 7,000, 8,000. I've been using it for the last 2 years because I didn't have enough of money initially. Now I'm planning to buy something called Audio Technica headphones if possible. I would really recommend, if you have the price more than that, if you can spend somewhere around 4,500 or 5,000, you may go with the Audio Technica M20X. M20X is a model that is gonna like fetch you even better result than this. That's what the theory says, but I've never used it practically, so I cannot say. Don't believe on the papers every time. Papers always give you some information which might not be the case in the real life scenario, right? These are the things. This is the main 3 things that you need in order to make a studio. That is an audio interface, a microphone, and monitoring headphones. Now, other than this, there are some accessories that you might need in your daily life as well. So when you are buying a microphone, you would need something called XLR cable. What is XLR cable? It is a cable that connects your microphone with the audio interface, because there should be a link between these 2 things, right? You cannot connect them directly. They are not like toys and all. You may have to spend somewhere around 400 or 500, not more than that. And these are the basic requirements in order to yourself being called having a studio. Okay, so I hope we are done with this video. Just add on these things: 4,000 on an audio interface, 9,000 on a mic, or maybe 5,000 on a mic, 10,000, just take it at 10,000. An XLR cable of 500, that is 10,500. The monitoring headphones for 3,000 or 4,000 or 5,000, take it as 5,000. That is like 15,000-16,000. That's all it is taking. More than that, it depends on the money you have. And if you are not a singer and you won't need a mic, then of course you have to reduce the price of the mic. You can be happy somewhere around 10,000. It won't cost you more than that, and you can upgrade based on the money and based on the needs you have. First, buy the things that you are really capable of buying. Learn the things using them. And one thing that I forgot to mention is the software. The digital audio workstation that I personally use is Ableton, although I have learned the Pro Tools as well. If you have any kind of doubts regarding these 2 softwares, you may ask me. And regarding softwares, I would say the softwares are really paid, and you would have to pay somewhere along Ableton. I guess it's somewhere around like $400, so somewhere around 35,000, something like that. But trust me, there is a software called Audacity, and there are other free softwares as well, like Bitwig. You may search the names. Maybe if you want me to describe the DAWs if possible, maybe just give it in the comment box. I will definitely make a video on that. I guess I'm done with this video. I hope you all enjoyed this video. The ones who have really watched till the end, I really salute you. But please do salute me as well, because I've been making this video since a long time, and maybe if possible do share this video with your friends, with your family. I don't personally recommend with everyone. I'm just saying at least with the ones who really need this, because there are literally, I can be practical about the point I'm saying, there are literally lots and lots of people who require this kind of video which can make them confident about the things they are investing on. This is all the video is all about. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you very much.